6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Zahra Sikandar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has appreciated 9.38% increase in textile exports during current fiscal year. Pakistan and United Arab Emirates have affirmed commitment to further strengthen bilateral relations in diverse sectors. All parties here at conference has reiterated that Kashmiris are united against BJP's anti-Kashmir Hindutva agenda. 39 more Palestinians have been martyred in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. President and Prime Minister have expressed grief and sorrow over the death of head of Roman Catholic Church Pope Francis. In Pakistan Super League, Karachi Kings will face Peshawar Zalmay in Karachi tonight. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has appreciated the 9.38% increase in exports of textile sector during the first 9 months of current fiscal year. In a statement, he said the textile sector exports have reached an all-time high of $13.613 billion, which is highly encouraging. Shehbaz Sharif said increase in textile exports is a testament of Pakistan's economic growth and right direction of government's policies. He said this gradual increase in exports, along with other positive economic indicators, has been made possible due to the collaboration and tireless efforts of the government and private sector. The Prime Minister expressed their commitment to providing a business-friendly environment to the private sector so that sustainable growth in exports can be achieved. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has welcomed the resumption of PIA's direct flights between Lahore and Baku after a hiatus of 2 years. In a post on social media platform X, he described it as a significant milestone for tourism and regional connectivity between the two brotherly countries. Shehbaz Sharif said, "We remain committed to achieving greater milestones in the fraternal ties between Pakistan and Azerbaijan." Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has affirmed the commitment to strengthen relations with Pakistan in diverse sectors, including trade, investment, and aviation. He made the remarks during a meeting with Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar at Foreign Office in Islamabad today. The UAE's Foreign Minister expressed satisfaction that the relationship between two countries has been growing on a good pace. He especially mentioned that things have been moving faster over the last 1 year or so, and said the leaders and peoples of both countries want to further develop this relationship. Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan said Pakistan is close to our hearts. In his remarks, Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar said both the countries have ages-old fraternal relations and that there exists love and affection between their peoples. He said we are working together for the benefit and welfare of two nations. Pakistan and United Arab Emirates have signed 3 memoranda of understanding. Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar and the UAE's Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan signed 2 MOUs for cooperation in the field of culture and establishment of Joint Committee for Consular Affairs. The two leaders also witnessed the MOU signed between the Federation of UAE's Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Federation of Pakistan Chambers of Commerce and Industry for the establishment of UAE-Pakistan Joint Business Council. Pakistan and Rwanda have agreed to deepen their cooperation in areas of trade, investment, defense, diplomacy, and people-to-people exchanges. The understanding came at a meeting between Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar and Rwandan Foreign Minister Olivier John Patrick in Islamabad today. The two sides held in-depth discussions covering the entire spectrum of bilateral relations. Later addressing a joint press takeout, Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar said their talks focused on strengthening existing ties and exploring new avenues of cooperation. Ishaq Dar said the two sides have also signed an MOU in the field of diplomatic training. In his remarks, the Rwandan Foreign Minister said that Pakistan and Rwanda share a commitment to world peace. He noted that both countries are among the top 5 troop contributing nations to the United Nations peacekeeping missions. The Senate session will be held at the Parliament House in Islamabad tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon. The House will discuss matters of national and international importance besides transacting legislative businesses. This is Radio Pakistan. A high-level delegation led by the OIC Special Envoy for Jammu and Kashmir Yusuf Mohammad Saleh Al-Dobe visited Muzaffarabad, Azad, Jammu and Kashmir. The delegation held meetings with senior military officials in Murree and received a detailed briefing on the ongoing human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The delegation also visited refugee camps and vocational training centers in Muzaffarabad, where they met with Kashmir refugees. They appreciated Pakistan's efforts for the welfare of Kashmir refugees. Expressing solidarity with the people of Kashmir and Palestine, the delegation reaffirmed its commitment to raising its voice against human rights violations in occupied territories. All parties here at conference has reiterated that the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir are united to foil the BJP RSS Hindutva-driven agenda aimed at suppressing their legitimate struggle for right to self-determination. In a statement issued in Srinagar, APHC spokesperson Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas urged the United Nations to implement its Security Council resolution adopted on April 21, 1948. He said the resolution guarantees people of Jammu and Kashmir their right to self-determination through a free and impartial plebiscite and remains a binding commitment to India. Meanwhile, in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, People's Democratic Party chief Mehbooba Mufti has criticized the Waqf Amendment Act, calling on the Indian Supreme Court to reject the legislation, saying that it disregards the sentiments of Muslim community. At least 39 more Palestinians have been martyred in latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. Meanwhile, the Gaza Civil Defense and Palestine Red Crescent Society have rejected an Israeli investigation into last month's brutal killings of 14 Palestinian emergency workers and a United Nations employee. They have called for an independent and impartial investigation by a United Nations body. China has warned that it will hit back at countries that make deals with the United States that hurt Beijing's interest. In a statement, a Chinese Commerce Ministry spokesperson said that if this happens, China will never accept it and will resolutely take countermeasures. The head of Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis, passed away at Vatican today. He was 88. Pope Francis presided over the Catholic Church for more than a decade. He became the head of Roman Catholic Church in 2013. Vatican has confirmed the death of Pope Francis. He was born on 17th of December 1936 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif have expressed grief and sorrow over the death of head of Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis. In their separate statements, they extended heartfelt condolences and sympathies to Vatican City, the global Christian community, and all his admirers around the world. The sad death of Pope Francis is an irreparable loss for the entire world, especially the Christian community. The 87th death anniversary of philosopher, poet, and thinker Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal is being observed today to acknowledge his services for Muslims of the subcontinent. He was born on November 9, 1877 in Sialkot. Allama Iqbal was a great visionary poet who conceived the idea of a separate homeland for the Muslims of the subcontinent, which was later materialized in the form of Pakistan. Allama Iqbal, through his poetry and thoughts, awakened the Muslims to seek knowledge and realize their potential for real objectives. The 11th match of Pakistan's Super League will be played between Karachi Kings and Peshawar Zalmai in Karachi tonight. The match will start at 8 p.m. And to end the news, here again are the headlines. Prime Minister has appreciated 9.38% increase in textile exports during current fiscal year. Pakistan and United Arab Emirates have a firm commitment to further strengthen bilateral relations in diverse sectors. All parties here at conference has reiterated that Kashmir is united against BJP's anti-Kashmir Hindutva agenda. 39 more Palestinians have been martyred in latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. President and Prime Minister have expressed grief and sorrow over the death of head of Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis. And in Pakistan's Super League, Karachi Kings will face Peshawar Zalmai in Karachi tonight. With this, we come to the end of the news. For more news and analysis, visit our website radio.gv.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.